Hey everyone, it's ethanavideos and I'm back with what you could call a game review. Before I get started, I just want to mention that I will provide timestamps in the pinned comment. First off, I'd like to mention my history with Farming Simulator. I started playing FS 2011, then moved to mobile versions including FS 14, 16, and 20. Later, I played FS 17, 19, and 22 on PC. Now I've added FS23 Mobile to my list. While I'm not the most qualified person to give a review, I do believe I'm more experienced than someone who has never played FS. I'd also like to express that this review reflects my own opinion, and you may not necessarily agree with that. Now, how will I rate the game? Firstly, I'll go through the menus and store items, the user interface, maps, and gameplay. As I go through these aspects, I'll rate them individually. Once I'm done, I'll compile all my ratings and provide an overall score from 1 to 10 along with my final thoughts. So let's get started. Did that sound professional? Did it sound good? I sure hope so, because that took a lot of time to do to get it that good. This was scripted, and that was a pain in the butt to read. I don't know if I will ever do that again. Let's get in here. Alright everyone, first off I just want to say that my audio may not sound as good as I would like, just because I am not using OBS currently, so I don't have all my filters and stuff, so background noise probably will be picked up and I probably won't sound as good. I'm using Audacity. Anyways, this is the video of me, reviewing Farming Simulator and all this stuff. So we have kind of 4 key points of reviewing. So first off, we're going to rate the appearance, controls, access, functionality. Some of these will have sounds, so the menu, maps, gameplay will also have sounds, but appearance is how it looks. Control is how well you can control it once you're there. Access is how easily it is to get to, and if everything on there is just accessible. Functionality just doesn't seem to work right. Could use improvement. Now there are a few things I'd like to go over. I follow this one guy that usually when he says something, it's dead truth and stuff, and he's never led me wrong. He said that there were going to be mod support and everything for this game currently. However, if you're looking at my screen, I do not see a mod page. I just want to add that maybe that will be coming in the future, because I know back when I started playing FS20, you get little updates that would add stuff in. Anyways, you get little updates that would add stuff in, and then eventually you could get out of your tractor and walk around in FS20. So maybe that will be added in. So at the first menu, you have achievements. So I would give that. I think Farming Simulator looks nice. You got the credits, like usual. Options leave a lot to be desired. I would like to be able to configure my graphics and stuff right here, not just my language. Starting up in career mode, you only get 3 careers. I was hoping that maybe they would add I was hoping that they may add, like multiplayer again, where you could play over your internet or play over Bluetooth. That was fun. I played a lot of older games with my brother. But I would like them to give you more, save games, more than 3, but that's not really too much of a problem. I normally stick with 1 game. So going in here, we see that we have 2 maps. I think the one's pronounced Amberstone, And that one I'm not going to try to pronounce because I will definitely butcher that up. So let's try out the American map first. Alright, so right at the first start you get welcome to Farming Simulator. Would you like to start a short guided tour? This will show you the basics of Farming Simulator. I'm going to click no. Tells you, hey, start a new career mode if you ever want this to ask you again. I like that because back when I first started playing Farming Simulator, they didn't do that, and that probably would have helped a lot of people out, maybe. I don't know. So, let's just go and ignore the UI for currently, which this is kind of a UI, but I'm talking about this UI right here. And let's look at the weather. I like it. It looks nice. So appearance, I really like it. It looks nice. It looks cool. Then you have these nice little buttons up at the top. I easily can click them. I easily see them. Got a nice back button. Prices. Looks nice. You can show the price functionality or functions, whatever. So you can see it all. It went up, down, you know, stuff like that. You get your vehicles as usual. You can sell them in here. Enter the vehicle. View on map. I like that. View on the map. I don't think we had that in 20. Next we have financials. I was hoping we could get loans, and it wouldn't make too much sense because they have in-app purchases, but I just would like to, you know, get a small loan because I don't want to spend a lot of money. Like, maybe make something just a little bit smaller than what you can get with an in-app purchase, like the first in-app purchase. So you could get a little starter out but not have to do an in-app purchase. You start out with some chickens, about 3 chickens to be exact, 1 rooster and 2 hens. I assume they take wheat, barley, and stuff like that. You can tag the place, you can get details about the bird. Next you have productions. I'm not a big production person in Farming Simulator 22, but maybe I am in 23. I don't know. Alright, now we have statuses, and basically it keeps track of, I don't know, how many miles you drove, how many years you played, stuff like that. Next we have settings. This is where you can configure your time. So, fortunately they don't give you many time options. You got game tips, info triggers, traffic. Don't remember if you could toggle traffic in 20. Hardware profile, in-game HUD scale, all kinds of stuff. Pretty detailed. I'd like it. I don't know if you didn't have to scroll so much. If it was maybe a little taller, like the area where you could see your details, but that's fine. Next you got help. So you got all kinds of good stuff like this. Hints. I'm not exactly sure what the point of hints are. You can start a new save at any time to play the tour. So you don't get hints unless you play the tour, apparently. Then you have your quit button and your back button. Alright, so I have a little cheat sheet so I can remember how I rate everything. Appearance, I would give this a 10. I like the look of it. Controls, maybe an 8. There are some things I wish I could. I wish you could see a little bit more without having to scroll as much. Accessibility, I'm going to give this probably a 10 because I didn't have any problems accessing it. Functionality, 10 because it worked. Sounds 0 because I don't hear anything. And my audio's turned up. And if you look, I should be hearing... Oh, let's turn that off. Yeah, still no sounds. So, sound 0. Older games you used to have sounds, but apparently not in this one. So, I'm going to just quickly move over to the UI. Maybe I have sounds turned down. Let's go settings. Yeah, they do have sounds. GUI volume. Alright, I'm gonna turn the music down so I don't get copyrighted. Quick game. Let's do a restart. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe kind of glitched out. Ah, it works now. Alright. Kind of sounds like Farming Simulator 22's menu, so not much there. So, I care for the menu sounds. You know, it's not bad, but I don't really care about them, so I'm just going to give them, I don't know, a 6 because they're good sounds. They sound good and stuff like that. It's just not my thing. One thing I do like is in Farming Simulator 20, you did not have this. Now, my game might be a little laggy because my iPad's not exactly the newest and it's trying to run newer games. But you have a sleep trigger now. What I do like also is, well, they just kind of make the UI look a little nicer because it used to come down just plain text later on. What you could do here, now you up at the top underneath the time and stuff. This is your home. You can come here to sleep and stuff like that. So this, I say, counts as a UI. So user interface. It's what you're going to be goofing around with when you're mainly playing the game out of the menu. So you can select your times. Got your map. Looks kind of nice. I like the colors and stuff. I like the look of the buttons and how your money and your time is got like a nice transparent round theme to it, and your buttons are round, they're not square or anything like that. I like the look of that kind of stuff. And how some stuff that you need to clearly see is solid, and then other stuff you can clearly see what it is and it doesn't have a solid background. So I don't know, I just kind of like it. Makes it look like you have a bigger, like you can use more of your screen because you got some stuff that's transparent a little bit and some stuff that you need to see. I don't know, maybe I'm not explaining that right, but let's just walk around. I kind of like the UI. So we're going to be kind of rating, I guess, the map here. So the sounds for the first map sound good too. I would like it if we had a faster speed. You can jump, of course. They gypped you on crop. Someone already stole most of your crop in this one field, which we do own. So looks really nice for a mobile game. I like that. So let's jump in the tractor. Automatically starts up. Let's drop it on down. Alright, so parents, I'm probably going to give the UI 10. Controls, I'm going to probably give it 9. Accessibility 10 because it was easy to access. I didn't have problems controlling it. Functionality 10. The map appearance 10. Well, the map don't really have, well, it does have, points you can go to, like sell points and stuff. We haven't done that. How do we view the map? Is it like a real small map? Is it very unaccessible? I don't know. Kind of. It looks like it's roomy. It doesn't look like you're gonna need small equipment for this map and stuff like that. Like you could go with most of any equipment. You won't have to worry about getting caught up on too much stuff. So probably about an 8 for accessibility. I may change this as we look into the map a little bit later. If you double click, just like 20, takes you in the cab view. I liked it in the old version. If you double clicked it, recenter your camera. So alright, let's get out and take a look. Oops, we hired someone. Let's Yeah, I'll take a look at this texture. Looks nice. Functionality of the map, probably 10 because I haven't had any problems with it yet. Let's go into the store. We'll rate the store real quickly. So, same as the menus. Appearance looks nice, so I'm just going to give that a 10 right away. Controls are probably about the same. So you get your in-app purchases. You get your small tractors. Anyways, you get your medium tractors. You got your large tractors in the game. One thing I don't care for is this. So, in order to get some of these tractors, you need to buy them with real money. As you can see, it says $1.99 instead of saying buy, like these ones, it says unlock. I don't like that because, well, as a person that bought the game and stuff, the game's gone up. I understand that you're reaching more platforms and stuff like that, and you really improved the game over the years, but the game's gone up. I don't want to see more of this, but if I was the company, I would probably work on trying to make some kind of DLC option or mods option like that one guy was saying was going to be in the game, and to make it so you could get DLCs, like an ag pack or something like that. I don't know. Next, you have your trucks. You have one truck for free, and then you have to pay for it in-game money, but then you have another truck that you have to buy for real money. One thing I did notice about this is you pay $2.99 and you get the header and the combine. So you get your forage harvesters. Probably more of this is going to change later on. There'll be more stuff in here. Grape technology, olive technology. Glad to see forage use back because I don't think, I'm pretty sure that was not in 20. So, get your cars, pallet handlers, trailers, auger wagons, headers, corn headers, forage heads, plows, subsoilers, cultivators, seeders, planters. All of this is pretty basic stuff that you'd see in Farm Simulator 2020. Not 2020, but 22. So, get your mowing stuff, animal transport, all that stuff. So I'm going to give it controls. They have a problem using it. So, control 10, accessibility 9, functionality, everything worked good. So 10. And I'm going to look for. Oh yeah, you can also show it in brands if you like. But yeah, I don't do that. All right, so we should have enough money to buy this pickup truck. Let's take a cruise around the town. See what that's like. I know back in 20, I never really cared for the truck. I bought it once and I was like, this is a waste of money. So, the truck probably will be about the same. I don't really know. We'll see. I know I suck at driving it. And that's when we're going to try resets. So, click on the map. Let's come here. Can we reset it? Yes, we can. Good. Bad driver. It's me. See if we can maybe not do that again. it kind of feels sluggish, like the view and everything. So I kind of take a turn, it's a little sluggish, and then you take a great big old turn and stuff. I don't know. I like PC better, but you know, you can't have the best both worlds, I guess, or can't have PC controls for mobile. So. I reckon this is our farm from the back. So, okay, what else should we rate? We have the menus, map, the sounds. I'm gonna have to give, I don't know, for mobile 10. User interface rated, store items rated, gameplay we haven't rated. We haven't rated the second map, so let's move on to the second map, and then maybe we'll do some farming, you know. So. Alright, so we're here on the second map. See how it looks. Looks like we started out with birds as well. Let's take a look around here on the map real quick. So, just wondering, yeah. So, you have to find this place, and then you have to buy the land or something like that. And then you can store horses. Or maybe you don't have to buy the land. Maybe you can just store the horses there and feed them and all that stuff. But if you don't know what your animals need, just go on the map and click on their icon. It gives you all the types of food they take. This is part of the menu, so we should have done this as well. But you got your crop types, your growth, your soil. Yeah, that's about it there. So you got your vehicles here, so you can reset them, enter them if they're enterable, or if they're tooled, just reset them. You got your points of interest, so you could toggle to only see certain things on your map. You got fields, so it tells you how many fields you own, and like the numbered on the field. When you get that field selected, the number on the field sits there blinking. It also tells you in whatever you use, whether it's acres or hectares, it tells you how big the field is. It tells you what's available to buy and what your balance is. You can also just click on these anytime on the map. Then you get your active workers. Kind of like the map, it's not bad. Wish we had like, you know, some kind of dev controls where we could like fly around and speed our character up so we could kind of take a aerial look at the map, but we don't have that stuff. Let's get this guy planting and we'll see what that texture looks like. Get this guy going and we'll see what the textures look like as well. I want to go buy a truck and we'll take a short little drive around. So don't look too bad. I assume, I don't know, most of the mobile games that Farming Simulator does, crops were a good money maker, and then stuff like lumber, or what do you want to call it, forestry, kind of makes you a little bit more money. You make money faster and stuff. At least it was like in 18 and 16 stuff. Money and, or yeah, money. Crops and forestry is probably fairly good money makers, but probably your best money maker in the game would probably be, this might depend on maps, I don't know how they set their system up, but probably the best would be if you know, did your crops or your forestry or your animals, and then you furthered out the process by running production chains and making a product from it, and then making another product or something like that and selling it all. That would probably be your best bet to make the most money. So let's see, can you drive through water yet? Nope, still can't. Well, I guess I could start rating it. I know we don't travel very far, but I just feel like we'd have such a long video if we traveled farther. So, what I would rate this is appearance 10. Don't really have controls for a map, but how is the accessibility? Is it easy to access stuff around the map and stuff? So far it looks like it's going to be about a 10. Functionality of the map, do you get stuck on stuff? Is it just like a stupid map? 10 again, it's nice. Sounds are the same, 10. I wonder if you can knock cars around. Don't think in mobile farming simulator you ever could do that, but back in the day you could on PC. It's fun. Get your forklifts, flip them in the water. If you ever can catch up to them. They're a tank like usual. Hey, can you actually go through the tunnel? hit the X's, so you'll eventually hit a invisible wall. So that kind of thing would have been cool if you could go through the tunnel. You might be able to go into the tunnel and then hit a wall. So town looks kind of cool for mobile. It's nicely detailed. Let's jump out and take a look at this. So okay. Textures look pretty good. I guess you could say that they're getting away from mobile textures with like grounds and stuff, and perhaps they're kind of going to making it look as much as they can like the PC version. It looks nice. Let's go here. Where's the cell? Here? Yep. So it doesn't tell you if you got anything in there. Tells you how big it is. Alright, so they don't start you out with anything in the silo. So your best bet to make money is either farm the field that they give you and plant and stuff and sell that, or do an in-app purchase, because they used to give you like a little bit of everything a silo could store in 20. And they used to do that with like almost every version I can think of the mobile farm sim. So, but they decided, nah, that don't happen anymore. So, kind of sad. It's an easy way to make money, grow your farm fast if you wanted to play for free. Still, you can grow your farm pretty fast, though. I'm not saying, well, you know, you can't grow at all, or it's going to take years to grow your farm fast, because you're not doing in-app purchases, and they took that away. I'm not saying that, but you just have to put in the work. You can't, go get the greatest and biggest equipment, the greatest and biggest land on the map, and call it a day, hire your AI workers, and just make millions or whatever, or hundreds of thousands. You can't do that. So I wanted to get a look at the grain, but by the time you got a stupid spout out to dump the grain off and stuff, and this tractor's so stinking slow. Let's see, can we get whipped around? He's gonna be whipped around going that way. My game's kind of laggy. It's kind of the game and the iPad don't like each other. Maybe if we put it on medium graphics, it might look a little bit better. Let's try that. Because it's annoying. Alright. Medium. Let's see what that looks like. So you don't have crop destruction in this game. Alright, so I feel that the grain texture is about the same. So I know I haven't really spent a whole lot of time into the gameplay and stuff, but I'm going to give the appearance of the gameplay. I like it. It's 10. It's nice. It's pretty for mobile. They're doing a really good job. The controls, the gameplay, that includes how the vehicles control, how your person controls when you're walking around and stuff like that. That also has a part of the UI, but I'm going to give this probably about an 8.6. Accessibility. Didn't have a problem accessing anything in the gameplay, so 10. Functionality. It doesn't like the iPad 7 generation. Graphics, I don't know, it seems kind of run better on medium maybe. Maybe it's just because I ain't doing stuff around it or moving objects that are doing functions, but I'm going to give this probably about a 9.7. Sounds, this has got to do with the vehicle sounds and stuff. 10. I liked it. Sounds really good for mobile. Alright, so the overall score for appearance, this thing is great. So it looks probably most of the best. It's like 20 and 2020 or 20 and 23 are probably the best looking games of all time for Giant Software on the mobile platforms. So great in appearance. Controls, I feel like they could do a little bit better with the vehicle controls. The walk-in controls ain't bad, but sometimes it feels like the response is a little laggy. Again, that could be the hardware, but sometimes it feels like it holds out on you and then it just all at once just gives you a real whip when it wasn't laggy at all. So controls for some vehicles could use some improvement. Accessibility, I didn't have a problem accessing anything. Everything was plainly put out there and you clicked on it and there it was. It's plain and easy. Functionality, didn't have any problems. Game didn't crash, didn't lock up, got a little stuttery at times, but that's just the hardware, and I'm trying to run its highest graphics to see if I notice a difference. Runs fine. Sounds, looks great. So the overall score, I'm going to have to give this probably about, it's hard, I want to give it a 10 because it's a nice game, I really like it, but I really feel that they are lacking some features, so probably about an 8.6 is what I'm going to give the game. It does not replace PC at all. PC is the king of it when it comes to Farming Simulator. I really want to see mods into the game and stuff like that. I'd love to see multiplayer back into the game. They're just missing some features I really wish they had. And kind of cool when it starts getting dark, you got a flashlight that clicks on and it's got an effect and everything. So I'm gonna close this out. I hope you all enjoyed the kind of like review of the game and all this and the ratings. Remember, this is my own opinion. You may not agree with it, but that's the greatness of everyone. We all have different opinions. That what makes us different makes it great. So hopefully you enjoy this, and hopefully it makes you want to go try it out. If you like mobile games, you like Farming Simulator, go try it out. It's not bad. But I'm still going to go play Farming Simulator 22 on my PC any day. So, yeah, subscribe, share this video with people that are interested in the same kind of content like this that you know, and comment what you thought, what you want to see. Click on the bell for all notifications. Go check out some of my other content. Go check out my brother's channel. It'll be linked down. So is all my social medias. Along with that, what else? Yeah, I can't think of anything else. So, Gaming and Crime. Stay safe. Bye.